Hey guys. I know I'm totally 20 minutes late. So I was supposed to be here at 3, but I had to take a call from the my accountant. And there was no getting out of that call. So um in Canada our taxes are all for April. So um she had a lot of questions about stuff that I thought I had already answered. But so I am here and we're gonna do this. So I told you guys we would scrap lift a, hey Denise, we're gonna scrap lift myself. So just give me 1 second to, I see Janie's here and Denise are here. Thank you guys for hopping on. Oh, and I just started Surrey for a, oh, I can't say that. Okay. Do do do. Okay. There we go. Okay. So I let you guys vote. I had to move that out of the way so I can actually see myself again. Okay. So I let you guys vote and we're going to recreate. Hey, Deborah, we're going to recreate one of the layouts from my Summer Vibes workshop. So I let you guys vote and so you could vote 1, 2, 3, or 4. And number 1. So we are going to recreate this layout here, but we're going to create it with updated paper. So current selection from this idea book. So we're going to do the Eat, Play, Love to recreate it. And I'm going to tell you, so it was close for a while. So it was between 1 and 4, and then 3 and 2. That's how like the numbers came in. And hey Judy, so 1 and 4 actually stayed super tight, and then all of a sudden number 1 took off, and that was it. So I'm going to tell you a few things about why I think that happened. For starters, the Summer Vibes paper is super fun, and that's kind of why I picked the workshop to scrap lift myself. So, and I also decided I would scrap lift something that you guys could still get. So the Summer Vibes I checked because the workshop I think required, oh, here they are. I think the supply list looked like this. So it was the paper pack and sticker sheets, the coordinating cardstock, the Picture My Life cards. I used black and white dots and mink twine. So I did double check before I picked a workshop for you guys to vote from in case somebody wants to do the Summer Vibes workshop after. So we're going to scrap lift this one. So I went into my photos this morning and I printed photos. So we're going to add photos onto the page. And so I did a couple of fun things. I took some things from this one that we're going to transition into the Eat, Play, Love layout. Okay. But also, if you haven't done something with Eat, Play, Love, the workshop is super cute for that too. Okay. But so here, we're going to look at the stuff that I've pulled out. So originally, I really wanted to incorporate this flower into that layout. I was thinking kind of down here, but I think it might be too big. So I have this here just in case we decide to use that. And like I said, so I grabbed the Eat, Play, Love, Picture My Life cards, and I've picked some, but we might pick different ones. I grabbed the sticker sheet, and then I have the paper. So I've roughed in kind of just how we're going to do this. So let's move these things out of the way. So I picked Glacier for the background. Let me just make my desk bigger here. Okay, there we go. So I picked Glacier as the background. And so this paper is more muted than the Summer Vibes. So it's going to give you a different feeling no matter what we do with it. It doesn't have the same brightness that Summer Vibes has. But so how I took, so in this one, right, this is a PML card underneath here, and then I've got a shorter one on top. So I thought we would recreate that with these two cards. So this one that says love is the one I'm going to trim down, and I thought I would put it on this red PML card because I think it's brighter. Okay, so that's for that corner. And then over here on this corner, you'll see, so for this one, it has, there's a 4x6 PML card underneath that says, I see you shine, and then you're my sunshine. And then this is like one of the journaling cards, so it's smaller. So I pulled out, so there's this one, Sprinkle Goodness, okay? And so I thought we would cover it with this journal card, just like this. So we're taking, like I said, we're taking some of the things from this and we're going to use the actual dimensions and pattern to make it the same, okay? So let's get the background down and get going here. So I'm just going to grab my Versamats because we need to line up some paper here. And I've got a pile. Good morning, Lynn. I've got a pile of photos printed. So, and we're going to talk about some photo things as we go. And again, some of the advantages of using an actual workshop guide. Okay, so I know we'll lay down our foundation first. And good morning, Belinda. When I look at the Summer Vibes workshop, so the intention of what I wanted to show you with this live is that once you purchase or get a workshop guide, depending on how it comes to you, you can use it again and again, right? So I'm just basically re-scrap lifting myself. So when I look at my directions, like I cut my paper already, so I know my sizes. So then I'm just going to look at my directions for layout number 1. And it says, note this layout is assembled on an angle. I wish I was assembling on an island right at the moment, but I'm not. So we need to get the angle right. And so there's a couple ways too when you're playing with angles. You can create your layout so they angle in to each other or angle the same way. It's completely up to you. But I'm going to make mine angle into each other. And so at the beginning, I was starting to say, I think one of the reasons that Summer Vibes was so fun and everybody liked it was because it is so bright. So with the Eat, Play, Love, it is more muted. So we're still going to play with some of the brightness, but it's definitely not the same kind of brightness as the Summer Vibes. Okay. And I'm going to tell you right off the hop my pictures have zero to do with baking or food. Hello, my little friend Ashley. I see you just popped on. Have zero to do with, well, we were eating in the photos. I will tell you that much. We did eat at the end. But it was just a family party. Okay, and I'm trying to decide if we need to add some shimmer trim. Okay, so we're gonna just rough this in and then I'll decide. I might put shimmer trim across those two pieces there because I love the lemonade shimmer trim. You're trying to guess which paper I was gonna use? Okay, so the reason I picked it was because it is a little bit brighter than Daisy Meadows. And yeah, so that's why I picked it. Because I think it feels more like it has the same kind of vibe as the summer vibes. So that's why I picked it. Plus, any excuse. Yeah, I'll just take a warm island anywhere right now. It snowed here this week. So, like, it was just like a dusting or whatever, but still, I'm done, guys. I'm done with winter. So, I'm looking for my little trimmer, and I didn't think I put it away. Oh, but I did. Okay, so we're going to cut down this PML card because I want to layer it up. So, I know I just want it skinny enough that you'll be able to see the border on either side. So this is 3.5. You had 2 feet? Okay, so I'm going to stop complaining, Ashley. We did not get 2 feet. So, but yes, it was beautiful. You guys all saw, whoever follows me on my personal page, we put out all the lawn furniture and everything. Okay, so that's what I'm going to do there. So I did actually contemplate putting it on toffee too, like the background. And I thought about doing it just with mix-ins, but I decided we would go with this. It was insane, not cold, but so much heavy snow. Not happy. Yes, I would agree with you. So yeah, I'll stop complaining, Ashley. We just got like a dusting that, okay, just 1 second. I need to hang up on my husband. I don't know if that actually worked. I said to him, I'm going live. Don't phone me. On it, and I actually think I left that on his message. But that's okay. Sometimes people just don't listen to me, guys. Okay, so we're putting it on this paper. I do too. And I think I've said this before, and I probably said it when I presented like my workshop for Eat, Play, Love, which for the longest time I could not get the sequence of words in the right order. I kept saying eat, love, play, to the point where I actually created my blog badge in the wrong order and had to go back and fix it. And then it just got stuck that way. And then, you know, when you get something stuck, you can't unstick it. So now I make a really conscious effort to, okay, so Candy wants to know which layout one. Number 1. Layout number 1. And you'll recognize it right away as we go. So we're going to, now it doesn't always work to completely scrap lift yourself, right? Or reuse a layout. So we could have to alter a few things. But I'm pulling all the things that I like about that layout and bringing it into the new layout. So I'm keeping my angles the same. You like that? I actually don't even know how to hang up my cell phone, but of course he would phone, right? And I heard the house phone go too, so he obviously didn't pay attention or listen to my message. But okay, so I am thinking we're going to add some shimmer trim because we can. Okay, so then this is kind of what we're going to lay over here. Okay, so then let's talk about the original layout. So some of the other things, so I added these little dovetailed pieces in this in the originals. So I wanted a little bit more of a bright color than the muted colors from Eat, Play, Love. So I grabbed this red piece from the mix-ins, and we're going to use it because you can see how much more it pops. So that is what we're going to do for the dovetailed pieces. We're going to add the twine to our photographs. We're leaving our photograph sizes and placements the same. I'm going to figure out what we're going to do over here. Okay, and so one of the other things I love about this page, and we're going to try and do it too, is you see how this one is cut down, and then I have the bigger PML behind, and then we've got some stickers tucked in. So we're going to try and find some stickers off the sticker sheet to do that same thing with. And we have, like I have the little words, and we have that too on this sticker sheet. So we're going to see if we can get some of these words to work with our layout too. And I'm thinking that we might even tuck some of this in underneath the title. So that's the thought in my head. So then we're also going to, so I kept the gray twine. We're going to do that on the photographs, and we're going to use the black and white dots too. So photographs. Okay, so I kept the same photo placement. So this was a party for my son's graduation. It just happened to be kind of, as I was scrolling backwards, something that I could use. So this was funny. So he's sitting there, and you know those poppers that you can get for confetti? I had one of those, and I was standing behind him, and I shot him, and I actually think I like totally freaked him out. But then he's laughing. So, because he didn't see me coming. So those are going to go over here, okay, just like this. So I'm leaving my photo placement the same, you can see. So I'm going to put my 4x6 here, and then I have a 4x4 here and here, and we're going to do our title up here, and we're going to play with that yet. Okay, so you can see I did the twine on my photos. Now, I thought nobody's going to want me to watch me do it on all my photos, but I did leave one photo so we can do it, so you can see basically what I do. Okay, and then I have these other dovetail pieces that we're going to add. Okay, and then I think the third one goes down in this corner over here. So you can see, like, I obviously have my original to work from here, but when I'm working from the guide, there's huge photos, so you can see exactly where all your pieces go. So, and then I have 3x3s that we're going to add here. And see, I'm going to keep my photo placement on this side about the same. So I can add my journaling on here. And I thought this sprinkled goodness kind of went with me shooting the firecracker just perfectly. So then I have 3x3s that we're going to put up here. So I'm going to do my twine on my last one. This is extra and lots of people don't do it. But on some of my layouts I do. We might. Nope, I don't. I think I'm going to keep them the same. Okay, we'll see as we go. Okay, so I have a third photograph printed here. Okay, so I want to talk about photographs. So anybody that's in any of my workshops, I always work off of standard size photographs. So you'll always find a couple of 4x6s, there's a couple of 4x4s, and then some 3x3s. So on purpose, I printed every single one of these photographs this morning as a 4x6 because I just wanted to show you that it is totally possible to, so some of them, so, okay, nope, where is this one? This must have been this photograph, but it's super easy. So these are all just my offcuts, but I literally cut every single photograph on here started as a 4x6 because even a 3x3 is a super easy crop off of a 4x6. We very rarely would fill our whole camera view in the photo with something that you need to have absolutely everything there. So like I said, every single photo, even these ones were 4x6s, and I just cut out what I didn't need to get 3x3s. Okay, so I like the little white border, so I've cut them down like 1/8 of an inch smaller so that I could then mat them. So like this mat is 4 1/4 by 6 1/4. These are 3 1/4 by 3 1/4, and these are obviously 4 1/4 by 4 1/4. So I always have liked the white border. When I used to just print 4x6s when the kids were little, they all had white borders. But now I just manipulate the photograph and add my own white border. Okay, so when I'm putting twine on a photo, it's super easy. And like I said, it's totally extra, but I don't do it on everything. Anybody that's watched my classes in CC knows. Okay, so Candy, what photo printer do I use? So I have the Epson PictureMate 400. And then I do also print some of my photos on 8.5 by 11 with my big printer. It depends on what I'm doing, but I very purposely printed all of these 4x6 on that printer because I wanted to show you that you don't have to have a 3x3 photo to fit a 3x3 photo spot. Okay, so I've wrapped it around as many times as I wanted to wrap it around. And I'm just going to tie it quickly. Or not so quickly, as the case may be. You can also wrap it around. I should have done it the other way too. You can wrap it around and then just adhere it to the back and then tie a fake knot in the front if you want to. So I could have also just taped it on here. So I would have just added a little bit of adhesive to the back, wrapped it around how I wanted it, added a little more adhesive to the back, and then just tied a faux knot in the front instead. That's another way to do it. I don't want to lose my journal box that I picked here. We might switch this out. I'm not sure yet because there are more. And then I just use a little bit of the thin 3D foam tape before I put it on my mat. so that what happens is you don't get that bump from the twine. So, like I said, I don't do it on every layout, even though some people probably from classes would think I do. It's just fun. It's another texture. It's a little bit extra. But yeah, so you want to have a little bit of cushion so that when you put it down on your mat, you're not going to get the bump from the twine. So I'm just going to then add it to my mat. And anybody that goes back and looks at like older workshops, I did more twine when we had more twine selection than we do now. So I don't do it on every workshop anymore. And like I said, some people do it and some people leave it off. It's totally up to you. But like I said, I wanted to keep some of the elements from the original and then switch some things up. Okay, and then I'm just putting my piercing tool in and pulling out the twine. Okay, so let's just see here. Now that I have everything lined down, we're just going to look at the PML cards here because I might switch it out. So this was the original one I picked, but I also was thinking about this one because what this one will do will be, so it kind of brings the red from there over here was what I was thinking, but let's just look at some of the other ones here. So this is cute too, and that would be really good, but if I do that, then I don't have anywhere to journal, and that's specifically why I wanted that spot there. So I think I might actually I think we're going to go with that one. Okay, so we still need to figure out what we're going to do over here. And I might cut down, oops, I just pressed a button on my keyboard. Okay, so I might actually cut this out and put it over here. Let's just look at our sticker sheet though. Okay, so our sticker sheet, we need to just decide. So I am just pulling off the white part. So I'm taking the extra part off and just leaving the backing there. You have to be careful though, because sometimes you pick up stickers when you do this. So you just have to be careful that you don't have something left on your sheet. So like I'm looking at it to make sure I don't have any stickers stuck in there. And what that does is it just allows me to see the actual size of a sticker, because not all the stickers look the same size when they have that white around them. So I'm just trying to decide what we are going to put up there. So we're going to take these borders off here. So I think I'm just trying to decide. I think we might go like this and this one over here. And for sure, we need some hearts. And so, okay. Now, let's look back at our original so we make sure we're pulling in some of the same elements. So, okay, let's do this. So, okay. So you see how I had like this little sticker up here? I'm going to take this gather together one, and we're going to add it up there. And then let's look. So then I have one here too. So I have sprinkle, goodness, and my goodness, everything shifted a lot there. Okay, and so we're going to do well, okay. So I'm trying to decide where we're going to put these little hearts. So I like those for this layout. And I think it's this one. I think I'm going to use this Made with Love over here. So also, if you notice, with just having the wax backing and not the extra paper in between, it makes it super easy to cut up the stickers. Okay, so I could do this over here too. Or these little guys. Okay, so I'm going to put the tag aside, but I'm going to leave on my table these. Okay, because we'll be using some of those. Okay, so let's start sticking some stuff down here. Okay, so I'm going to pop this up, and I want to be able to tuck my things in and play around with it. So I'm going to keep my 3D foam tape kind of in the middle, not right to the edge, so that I have some room to push some things under if I want to. So I'm going to adhere these two things together and then add it down, just because it's easier for me to see without trying to get my whole head in your camera view. Okay, so I'm going to add this first. And then we're going to work off of that, the angle on this, okay? So I want to make sure that I've got this kind of going the same angle as my paper. And I know I need to fit my photograph over there and have enough room down here for my 4x6. Okay, so let's add our big photo here. Okay, and then I'm going to add this photo up here because I know that's not going to change very much. And I'm not going to push it down just yet because I know I need to add these underneath. So I'm just kind of putting it where I want it. And then I'm going to, there we go. Okay. And oh, that would be funny. I'm going to do the roll with it. There. Because he was totally surprised. And he just needed to roll with it. I'm just trying to decide which layer I want it between. There we go. So that's cute. And totally not what I was expecting to do. Okay, so now I'm going to add this one in over here. Okay. And then I'm going to pop this up on 3D foam tape and then play around with some of the other things in there. So I'm just using my anti-static pouch and taking the stick off the back. And then I'm just going to add a few pieces of 3D foam tape behind. Got to be careful not to breathe it in. Okay, so this is kind of what I'm thinking. And I think we're actually going to move those to the photograph versus in the other one where I had them peeking out from behind the sticker there. Okay, so then let's finish up here. So I have this little gather together, and I'm just trying to decide if I want it like this one. See, I have this one up at the top, but I think that's what we're going to do. Okay, so for the, good morning, Gay. So for the 3D foam tape on this one, I'm going to not put any right here because it's going to overlap onto this PML card. So there it is. But I also still have that sticker in my hand. Okay, and then down here. Like that. And it kind of connects these things all together. And then I'm trying to keep the garbage out of the way so you guys can see. And then so see, same thing with this, right? I'm putting the 3D foam tape in the middle so I can maneuver it around a little bit. so I can tuck it. It's going to be very white because it's so, let me just see. Oh, sorry. Okay, and I think I want to put a heart there. So I'm moving it over. And I think it's going to be this one. And like that. Okay. So I'm just still trying to decide here. That I don't need in my way. So let's play with this a little bit. Okay, I think I like that better. And that is actually funny because it's like exactly like the original. So, but I'm just going to move these over. And I'm not going to push them hard down. I'm just going to lightly push them down until I know that that's a good position. So yes, they're good. See, and that's the great thing is I could literally scrap lift myself again and again and again. So like I said, just because you have a workshop guide and use it once doesn't mean that you can't use it again. Even though I did do also a very cute Eat, Love, Play workshop. So we're going to add these. I'm just not sure yet where. So we're going to start here. Let me adding stuff onto this page now. Okay. There we go. Okay, and I want, it might be silly, but so this photo mat here, I want it to cover that, like sit just over that seam so that if it's right on the seam, then I feel like it's drawing attention to that. Versus if I put it like this, they all kind of just sit nicely together and not where your eye is being drawn right to the middle two pieces of paper meeting. Yeah, a diagonal is super fun every once in a while, right? And like I said, you can do the diagonals. You can do the angle however you want so that either they could be two completely different separate events and the angles look the same, or like this one where they go face into each other. Okay. So I set that one down first so that I can then set my other two on either side. And obviously, if you wanted more photos, you could easily add flip-flops to this layout. If you had less photos too, you could just take them out, right? Embellish it more. Also, if you had your photo was the other way, you could just add your photo this direction, right, versus this direction. I try and make the layouts so they're easily adaptable to whatever kind of photo format you have, or configuration, or okay. And so same thing with this journaling box, right? I want it to overlap my seam there. Okay. And I'm just pushing down on this side because I'm going to tuck my little dovetailed pieces in on the side. And I'm putting them under this layer, like that. Okay, so I could pop this up on 3D foam tape, but I would have to journal on it first, and you guys don't want to watch me journal just yet. So I'm going to add it flat. Okay, and then I have this little sticker we're going to add. Okay, I'm not going to stick it down just yet. And well, actually I probably am. So I'm using it to join these two pieces together so they kind of look like they were meant to be like that, not two separate cards. Okay, we're getting there, guys. We're almost finished. No, I don't think I'm going to use that one. Okay, so I do know I'm going to add my black and white dots. I'm just trying to decide if I need more over here too. And I think I need a heart over there. And I'm going to add these extra flowers in. But if I put a heart over here, I need to put a heart over here too. And I'm just looking for my hearts. So I have lots of white hearts, a red heart. That's what I'm going to put over here. Okay, I'm not sticking it down just yet because I'm going to grab my dots first. Okay, because we're getting to the final things here. Okay. So here we go. Last few things. Okay. I'm just trying to move some things out of my way. I had actually also brought over and was thinking about adding some of the wooden hearts with red shimmer brush on them, but I think we got enough hearts off the sticker sheet, but that would be another option. So then we're just going to add a few black and white dots and we're going to be done. And then I'll show you the original versus the remake. Okay, and I don't need that in there anymore. Okay, don't need those. So I'm just going to do I'm trying to decide if I actually want the black in there or if I just want to do white ones. I think I'm actually just going to do white ones. So I'm just kind of putting them in each of my embellishing areas. I don't know why that light looks so, I guess it's because there's so much of the white in the background color, or I guess it's probably French vanilla. So I'm just kind of adding them into each of the clusters here. Woo! There we go. Good morning, Pauline. You got here just in time to wrap it up. Okay, so 1 second. I'll move some stuff out of the way here. And I was even late. So here we go. So this is, it's actually better when I move myself out of the way, even though it'll make it smaller for you. Okay, so here is the remake. And here is our original. And like I said, they're pretty close, and but a completely different look, right? So there you go. We scrap lifted from the workshop guide. So I thought I would show you so everybody can see the other three pages that we didn't do. So you guys picked, remember? So the votes, that was the first one. And then the one that came in with the next votes was number 4. And then it was then 3. And then 2. Okay, so then I thought I would show you too. I pulled out what I actually did. I know, exactly. I tell people that all the time, and I think that they don't believe me. So Janice just said you would never have known it was from the same one. Exactly. And so like I said, a workshop guide is versatile, right? You can use it again and again. Nobody would ever know. So I thought I would show you too, because I showed you the Summer Vibes one. So this is actually what I did with Eat, Love, Play. No, Eat, Play, Love. So, and I tried to switch it up so that it wasn't completely food themed. So like this is just a family one, a family layout. And then this is got the mixer and the bowls in it. So I kind of tried to put them all together. And then Summer Vibes is such strong colors, exactly. And I think that that is why everybody really loved that paper and everybody really loved that workshop. And I think in particular, that first layout really reflected all the brightness of that paper pack in a layout. So then this is number 3, and then this was layout number 4. So, but there is what we did today with it. So that is what I have for you guys today. And we'll have to see what we're going to do next week. I think we might maybe recreate another project from one of the extravaganza events for creative collaboration. I think we might do that next week too. So that'll be one for sure. I just have to figure out which project we'll do. So we've got like a couple we can choose from. There's a gift card holder card thing. There's a pop twist card. We've got a lot of projects that we could pick from to recreate. But also, so you don't forget to, last week when we did this, so when we did on Friday the recreation, the Lucky Me layout, I told you guys I would do a downloadable sheet. So I've got the sheet, it's ready to go. If you haven't grabbed it, if you comment in the thread Lucky, I'll give you that download link and I'll just show you what it was that we originally had done with it. So like I said, this was the original class and you would really never know that they were the same either, right? So if you don't have that download, just type Lucky in the comments and I'll send you the link for grabbing that. So I think that's what I've got for you guys today. So have a great rest of the week. And there we go. We'll talk to you later, guys. Thanks. Bye-bye.